Karl, your reactions to that one, a breathless game?
I thought it was an outstanding game of football. I thought they obviously were our honest county game, and we sort of, they went with a system that haven't played for a while. They wanted 2 injuries to their back players. So I thought we, after 4 or 5 minutes, we adapt very, very quickly to cope with that. Their goal's offside, and clearly offside. I don't know what the hell he's doing, the assistant referee, but it's unacceptable. And then we find a way to get back in with some wonderful play. And I thought from then on in, I thought territorially, I thought we dominated large parts of that. I think if you looked at, I'm sure if their manager was being totally honest, as well as I was being totally honest, and we took our rose-tinted glasses off, I think we would both say it was a fantastic game of football where the point wasn't too far off. And we were both hoping for that little bit of quality in the final third, and we were hoping for maybe hacks where he hits the post, or they had Molyneux to come inside. And I think with the two managers there, we were just more worried about making sure that we were consistent in our movement, but hoping that the magical would come at the moment at the mercy of the individuals. Sometimes shape can get you in there. It wasn't a case of shape getting you in there today. It was a case of making sure you shaped and take you out the game, and your individuals allowed you to win the game. And I think Grant did exactly the same. We were looking at tactically and such line. I was thinking, do I make changes here? But you look behind you, players who haven't played much football at all, coming into the rhythm of that game so late on against a team that were really at it. It was always going to be a difficult task for our players. We've only got one fit striker in the first team, with obviously no Frankie, no Killer, and now Kelly being out for a period of time, we might think. So we were a bit disappointed with that, but I think still every one of my players give me everything.
Yeah, it's a big, massive blow that with Namai and Shepherd as well, because you've had this series of games now where you've had a consistent lineup, and that's part of the reason why we've gone this run of it.
Yeah, listen, I think if you would have asked anybody off the back of that 10-game period that we had, when we had ridiculous injuries and suspensions, you'd still be in it with 4 games to go. And I think coming off the back of the likes of Grimsby, Notts County away, Doncaster at home, we would have gone second this evening. I don't think anybody would have turned their nose up at that. I think the one thing, I think you just look as a collective, as a football club, I think everybody's working incredibly hard. I remember not too long ago come in the building, we would have lost the Forest Green game, we would have gone to the bottom 2. To think that we're competing with these teams, the likes of Doncaster, the likes of Notts County at their ground, and we did it last year, to be fair, with the amount of players that we still got out injured. Even if there was a Ryan coming and helping on the touchline, it just shows us such a unity amongst everybody here, and it's something that I'm immensely proud of. I'm impatient. We all want to be at the next level very, very quickly, and we've got to make sure that we really home in on what we have available and what we've got left within us to make us incredibly aggressive for the last 4 games of the season.
Just a mention for Luke Garbutt, back-to-back goals this week. It was...
I forgot he scored on Friday,
so just a mention for him, and that response, because it was a controversial goal, the way we went 1-0 down. I'm responding well.
But that's why I trusted him. That's why he's probably been our player of the year, him and Kelly. By the way, Ben Yedday and Tadi's phone are incredible athletes, and ask multiple questions of the opposition. I'm do you know what? Full of energy, frustrated over little things, but we're fighters, and we'll fight right to the end, and that's not going to change.
So, Accrington and Dan Morecambe, your thoughts on this Easter period coming up and where we are?
Can't wait. Honestly, can't wait.
And your thoughts on the challenge of these games coming up?
Can't wait. Is that not enough?
That's enough then.
But what? Do you want a tactical analogy? Do you want to? I'm telling you, emotionally, we can't wait. Let's get our boots back on and let's roll them dices, because the history of the football club and the feeling that we have is that we're underdogs consistently, and underdogs love when people ask questions of them, and none more so than what's going to be on Friday.